Alright, we are almost there. Last video we did exercise 10 and 11. So we did the routed port and the access control list, right? So we did the enterprise and the peer-to-peer networks, and we did the access control list. Recall I actually fubbed one of the numbers in the access control list and showed how to know it back out and fix it. So this one, tentatively, we're going to do the rest. So static routing, OSPF, EIGRP, we'll run it, and if we get lucky, we'll finish. If we don't, we'll probably have some troubleshooting. We'll go from there. So, here we go. Static routing we did. Oh, we did not. JK. JK. So here we go, static routing. Static routing. So this is like, you don't really need a routing protocol for this because you are statically routing it. You are telling sort of the layer 3 level exactly where to go. In this lab, you do a show IP route. You know, that's fine because you want to see them. And then by doing this and showing it again, you can show that you actually put a route in, right? So what we're going to do is simply go IP routing. So that's turning it on. Notice where it is. It's in the config prompt. So we can actually run it. I was having some problems last time with that. So I have a destination subnet, a subnet mask, and an next hop. So if we come over here, right here, static route, right? And it's telling me basically some stuff. So instructor base ops. So that's my destination, right? So I'm going to go 164.50.16.z. The /23 is the CIDR notation. It's telling me it's a subnet. It wants a subnet mask. So 23 is, that would be 24. 23 is that, I think. 23, yep. Okay. And then this is the next hop, which gives me right here. So 120, which next hop basically is saying route to the internets, or next, go out. That's it, right? Now when we did this in the exercise, it was pretty cool, right? Because you set these up. Really, you should ping first, show that it doesn't work, set these up, and then you ping again, and it works. So it's pretty cool. Is there anything else to do? I really don't think there is. We just drop them in there, and you'll be good. Good to go. So you do this in both of your 3560s. So I'm just going to go here. There, pink. There, pink. Static route. Right? And I'm thinking I did that right. I might. So in my mind right now, I'm debating if that is network ID or like a host ID. If you know what I mean. If I'm dropping those incorrectly, but I seem to recall that's a network ID. So I think I'm good. So let's go. Let's move on. That was pretty simple, right? That was 12. Unless it comes back to bite us in the butt. So, OSPF. This is that open source routing protocol, right? Not Cisco, open source. Hooray for the open source. You can run multiple protocols, right? And we actually, in fact, do this. We run a protocol per VLAN. And so format is this, router, OSPF, and you have to put a process ID. Really, process ID is kind of an arbitrary number, but we are given a number, so number is right here. It is 12. Network. So then you put, and we're going to match the area with this. Okay, so we do network, and per the format there on the left, I have the actual network ID here, so, you know, subnet ID, IP address, and a wildcard mask, right? And then you have one of these per OSPF instance. So take a quick second and think about how many you need to do. Right here it says OSPF for distribution switches, right? Enterprise, and basically, I want to say it was for the peer-to-peer as well. Even though it doesn't explicitly say it, it's another layer 3 sort of dashed line, so we're going to do it for the enterprise here, 1, 2, and then however many it says in this thing. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we should have 7 sort of, where are my network lines right here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so you can go router OSPF and then just list your networks underneath. So now we just need to fill this stuff in. Area 12 is all right. We need to fill these in. So the enterprise network is, whoa, where am I typing? .233. Whoa, .0. That's kind of an assumption, but I think it's right. It's a 25. Then remember we're doing a wildcard mask. Wildcard. So 0, 0, 0. I can never remember. It's one in. I think it's 127. Yeah, buddy. And then the peer-to-peer. Peer-to-peer. So that's. And it's a .30, which is 243. Yeah, 3. And then we do everything else labeled OSPF, right? So this guy, gosh dang it. And then he is a /23. What is that? I don't know. 23. Oh my gosh, I got that right. That was weird. That was luck, people. 164.41.8.0. 21. That's 3 down, so 248. So 7. 240 something. I'm just going to cheat and look at it. What is it? 21. 7. Oh, gosh. That's right. So this is 1. Wait, hold on. These are the VLANs starting here. So 1, 2. This is the third VLAN. And then 24. I think is that. And you can, these don't care about white space. So for me, what is that? For me, I space these out a little bit so I can, so they line up. Does that make sense? So 1, 2, 3, 1. 21, 7, and then last but not least, and then 25, right? 25 is 127, I think. Yep. Okay, so that's all of them. So that's enterprise, peer-to-peer, 1, 2, 3, 4, first 5 VLANs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that is my router OSPF. So we already dumped the static routing in there, right? Come on. So we dumped the OSPF in there, and what is this? Wow, I'm getting lots of texts. I might have to stop this. Pause this. So 255, 16, 8, 22, 0, 24. I'm looking at the last sort of octets to quickly scan if I'm right. 16, 8, 22, 0, 24. 16, 8, 22, 0, 24. Yes. So copy these in here. Whoops. Copy this. Paste. Whoa. Copy. Watch what you're doing. Okay. It took. Liked them. We're almost there. We're almost there. EIGRP. Let's go back to the lab really quick and make sure that that was all we had to do right there. So this was OSPF. This was 13. All we did was this with all the networks underneath it. That was it. You can show them, and that's handy. So yeah, it is EIGRP. This is very much the same. All you do is router EIGRP and then the ASM. So they give us the ASM here, 52. And this is very similar, right? So you have network. Remember, EIGRP, this is the Cisco proprietary. Network wildcard mask, no auto sum. So we have a network and a wildcard mask for the other ones. So let's see, so starting at 60, and it's 24, which is that, I believe. Do that. Oh, careful, you don't have to do the header, remember? So then the second one is 24.160. 24.160, and it is 29. So 29 is 2, 4, 8, so 7. Then 41.18.0. Yeah, 18.0 and then 23. So 23 is, I think, that. Oh, 1. That's right. 1 after. And then, I think one more. So EIGRP will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7 networks. So it'll be 7, just like the other one. So we were just kind of starting in a weird spot. So here we're starting at 26.0, which is, why are we there? 26.0. I don't know why we have 26.0. 24, 18. This should be 23.0. Kids. And 24. Yep. And 24, 18, 20. 23, 24, 18, 20. 23, and then 41, 24, 128, 41, 24, 128, and then 27. Oh, it's 27. $31. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you need 5, yeah, 6, 7. Sorry, I was recounting. And again, this will be the enterprise, and this will be the peer-to-peer. I'll get rid of this stuff. I'm just leaving it there so I can see where I am, right? So the enterprise number was like 120. I got it from right here. Or you get it from right here, right? 120.233. And then the other number is this one, 244. So I'll check it too. So peer-to-peer 41.255.8, and then, so again, these are the masks, so 127 and a 3. Yep. And I like that. And that. So now I have, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7 above. Boom. So that should be it. And please don't time out on me. It would be great if it did it right as I walked up to paste it in. Or scrolled over. I guess I'm not walking anywhere. Oh, it took. Everything took. Let's hope. New adjacency. So I kind of scan these to make sure there's not like some error, like saying there's a duplicate or a bad mask or something like that. So there seems to be good. So that was EIGRP. Secure remote access is 15, right? Do you recall doing this? You should, because I think we did it. So we already did this username and password that sets up the SSH. We already set up all the VTYs for it. We already set up the crypto generate and 1024. We did all this. We scroll all the way back up in the setup because I like to do it right here. Right? So that was 15. And then this DHCP helper, you're supposed to set it up. You set it up merely on the 3560s. So I'm just going to say done prior. And then you do the DHCP helper. So you literally just type configure DHCP relay address for each SVI. So for each SVI, we would go int VLAN the number, IP helper, ABD, and you put in the IP. But I don't believe it actually checks for it, so to say. So I'm going to just forego that or leave it for later. It is something we should do, absolutely, but we can leave that as a sort of homework assignment. So from there, I think we're pretty much ready to check this guy and see what we get. So keep your fingers crossed. Ooh, pretty close. 12-12. So we got 4 somewhere. So I just scroll around. Oh, a name. So VLAN 12 name. $12. 81 CD. Oh. So remember, this guy's the server, right? So if I go conf t VLAN 12 and I'm into it and I just do a description 81 CS. He's an S. Oh, name. That's it. And what we should do also is come up here and CS. Geez. That might have fixed all of them, because that's 4. If that populates through all 4, that'd be all of them. That would be pretty sweet if that's the case. That would be like my best run yet, because normally I get some IP addresses wrong. But if you look, you scroll through all this madness, it looks like the only thing we got was that one name that propagated through. So I'm willing to bet if I hit this again, oh, boom, 1216, 1216. And then the other thing you have to do is show stand bar. Whoops, at the right prompt. And show the right prompt. And these have been changed. These are first hosts. These are second hosts. 150s, alternating, just as this shows, right? HSRPs, right? And That looks right. And if it didn't, you could get, you know, sort of an assist and go from there. But that, in a nutshell, is it. So, just a section at a time, the only thing I added was these other VTYs, right, from 15. Kind of went through everything, the VLANs, the DTPs. I just kind of labeled everything. See, everything's pretty sweet, pretty labeled. vtrunk, you could go back and pretty much take any one of these pieces and change it, modify it, put a no, you know, in front of it to turn something off if you had to troubleshoot or if you type something wrong. Yeah, I shut down all the other ports because I remember we had to shut down, but remember we forgot it above. I skipped that line accidentally, so port security reminded me, hey, you gotta do some shutdowns. You've got your SVIs. Again, it's tough. I took a lot of time to mark it. F1 through 50, first host. Write all the first hosts. The second one, second host. It doesn't have to be that way, right? It's listed on the paper. First one is first. F2 is second. It might be third or fifth or 10th host, right? Just by luck, first was first, second was second. HSRPs, they're the third host. Listed all of them. Listed all of them. I remember they're different per, you got to set a primary. Who's the primary and the preempt? And it's different between 1 and 2, so F1's different than F2. Routed ports, we set all these up for the enterprise and the peer-to-peer. We set up all the V2Is. We set up these accesses. Applied it to the V2Is. Remember, we messed this up. Went in and fixed it. We did the OSPFs. Nice way to do that is to count them. Make sure you have enough, the right lines in there. We did the secure remote prior. And we did the DHCPs. We'll leave to you. As you can tell, it kind of doesn't check, but you should do them for practice for whatever. And that's a wrap. So after thinking about this, this is a pretty snazzy way to do this. And this is a sidebar. This is GWiz information. But you really wouldn't be able to enter 4 of these at the same time like this unless you had like an ILAN or something that allowed you to span your serial connection, your console connection out to many things, or like a web, you know, like a computer where you SSH'd into a bunch of devices at the same time. If you were physically walking around with a laptop, you would have to go into one device, do everything you need to do in that one device, and then walk physically to another device, and do everything you need to do into another device. So, for the way this is set up in packetTracer, for the way we do our, you know, PCs and things like that, this for me is a good way to have all 4 up because I can see it and it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense for you, then you kind of have to think about another way, but I think it's good. This is good to see that you can do this stuff within a reasonable time amount. You can be very accurate and thorough and still have, I would guess, at least an hour to spare, if not more. So I'll tally up the time and send that as well, and we'll go from there. My guess is these are about 20 minutes apiece, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8. It's about 100 minutes, thereabouts. Anyway, we're going to stop there. Best of luck. Hit me up with any questions.